Hey guys, how you guys doing? Listen, go ahead and share this video on out. Hey Facebook, hey YouTube, hey everybody, hey Women of Faith Entrepreneur Network. Hello, Miss Ebony from North Carolina. Show your hands up. No. Hey everybody, how y'all doing? Come on, it's your girl Daniella Coffey. I am your spiritual strategist, and I am the proud founder of Women of Faith Entrepreneurs Network, where we're teaching women globally how to build their business around their faith, not their faith around their business. Listen, we are on a move, right? On a move with girl. I am done with About To. You have just tuned in to the Girl I Am Done With About To 4-week series, the month of February. Y'all, it's the love month, right? And what is it that you are done with About To in your life? I need you to go ahead and put that thing in the chat. Girl, I'm done with About To. Is it in your relationship? Is it starting that LLC? Is it starting that nonprofit? Is it, girl, I'm done with About To? Is it getting my mind right? Come on. Girl, I'm done with About To. Listen, looking at that man and just not having the guts to say, are you married? Let's go out. Listen, girl, I'm done with About To, and it's my spiritual journey. I'm done with About To, making myself last. Come on. I am done with About To on procrastinating on me. Come on. I'm done with About To on starting this health journey. I'm done with About To on getting my landing page, my website done. I am done with About To. So come on, I need you to share that thing on out. What are you done with About To in your life? Listen, now I'm going to shut up because I got an amazing guest that is on here with me tonight, and we're going to talk about love and relationship. Come on. She said, I'm done with About To. Ebony, yes, I am done with About To. So I'm uber excited about this amazing guest because we're going to talk about love. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, if you holy then thou, come on, I need you to go ahead, exit to the left because that's not what this conversation is going to be about. We're going to talk about love, relationships, and sex. On this, we're doing the S word, saints. Come on. Y'all, if you didn't have it, you wouldn't be here if your mom and daddy didn't have it. So let's just be real, okay? But we're going to have relationship. We're going to talk real about I'm done with About To in my relationship. I'm done with About To in love. And so I'm excited to have my amazing guest that is here with me on tonight. You guys, listen, if you don't know her, you got to be under a rock. Her name is Lenore Sherman. Honey, she is in these streets making some serious moves. She is not only just a woman that I know, she's my cousin. I love her dearly. And honey, she is about to keep it straight up real. So go ahead. I need you to do me a favor. Share this video. Go ahead and share this video because you're going to want to talk about this good stuff because you're about to keep it all the way real. Hey, my love. Hey, honey. How are you? Can you hear me, my love?
I can hear you. I just can't see anything.
Uh-oh. Okay, we're gonna have to fix that. This is called technology. All right, y'all. This is technology, and sometimes it don't show up the way it should. Can you see me now?
Nope, not at all. It still says that I'm backstage.
Okay. Backstage. All right, we're gonna give it a couple seconds, and we're gonna get Lenore so she can see us, but we can see and hear you beautifully. Guys, can you do me a favor? Can you see both of us? If you can, give me a 1. This is technology, all right? Can you see both of us? Give me a 1 if you can see Lenore and myself. Can y'all see both of us? Can y'all see both? Give me a 1 in the chat. Hey, Miss Anisha. Come on, all 20 of you guys. Let's go. Can you guys see us? Give me a 1. Yes, Nakia said 1. Thank you, my love bug. Thank you. Can you see me, Lenore? Tamika said yes.
It doesn't matter. I can speak. I can look in the mirror, or I can look at a wall. So we can let's go.
All right. So listen, this is why I love her. Okay, I just love her. All right, love. So I want you to first introduce yourself. Tell everybody who you are. If they don't know, I think everybody under a rock, but that's okay. Go ahead. Tell us who you are, love.
Hello, everyone. I'm Lenore Sherman. I am the owner and CEO of 360 Realty and Development, IPMS. and 180 Construction. I'm a real estate developer, keynote speaker, and serial entrepreneur. I am also the wife of TK Sherman, where we have been married for almost 11 years. And just so you guys know, just to give you a little bit of background, I met my husband on August 3rd, 2010. We got married August 16th, 2010, 13 days after meeting and talking in person.
Okay, now that right there, I'm just going to go ahead and let her, how many days?
13 days. We were married.
Say it one more time.
13 days, baby. 13 days, and we were married.
Okay, say it for the women in the back that's been with this man for 10 years and he keeps talking about we gonna do it. Now, this gonna be some real tough conversation, y'all, okay?
Yeah.
Say that for the women in the back that's been with this man for 10 years, talking about, oh, he gonna marry me one day.
Now, my husband and I have been married 11 years, and we got married after talking and being together 13 days.
13 days.
Yes.
Wow.
But,
so tell us.
There's a background to it, Daniella, so we got to get to it. We got to hop into it.
I'm ready. I want you to go ahead. I'm trying to do IG over here. We're doing a lot of little 5 different things over here. So tell me a little bit about how you and TK met.
TK and I met each other at a mutual friend's wedding. I was the bridesmaid at a wedding, and he was the person who came in and said a prayer at the wedding. And the first thing he walked up to me and said is, "You look very uncomfortable in that dress." I looked at him, rolled my eyes, and walked away. About nine months later, he hit me on Facebook Instant Messenger and told me he was interested in purchasing a house, and he started to IM me. We started to talk on Facebook IM Messenger for about 2 to 3 weeks. In July of 2010, he came home August 3rd. I picked him up from the airport, and he never went home. Like maybe a couple of days later, he said, "God told me that you're my wife." And I said, "Well, I've been married twice and I done had 2 bums. So if God said it, it must be so." I said, "Let's do this." We went to downtown, got a marriage license, and his mother married us in her office privately. But because I had been married twice before, I didn't want nobody to know, because I'm like, Elizabeth Taylor over here, keep getting all these husbands and stuff. So I said, you know what? How about we sit back and wait till we tell anyone? And we waited 1 year for our 1 year anniversary to have an actual wedding and let everybody know, hey, we're married. But we kept a secret for about 12 months that we were married. But 13 days we were married.
Okay, wait. So wait, y'all. Let me clarify this for those of you all that's just coming in. So you guys met each other at a wedding. 13 days later, he proposed. He said, "You're his wife."
Yes, we met at a wedding 9 months prior. Okay. He just made a very slick comment to me when he saw me in person. Okay. I ignored him. And he hit me up on Facebook, Instagram message 9 months later, looking to purchase a home. We started talking on Facebook, Instant Messenger. He came home August 3rd. We got married August 16th.
13 days later.
13 days later.
Everybody is like, Ebony, like, wow. Anisha, like, wow, 13 days. I know, right? Okay, so 13 days later, you guys get married and you purchased the marriage license, but then you didn't have a wedding until 1 year later. Correct. So you kept it a secret from family and friends for a whole year.
His mother knew, and my mother knew, but no one else. That was it. Because I had been married twice before, so TK is my 3rd husband, so I sort of had this stigma of, dang, I keep getting married, getting divorced, get married, get divorced, and in my mind, I'm going to keep doing it until I get it right, because I know I'm supposed to be somebody's wife. So if he can't get right, and he can't get right, God's going to send me my husband. So I'm going to keep doing it until I get it right. And that's where a lot of females fail to realize they want to play fix-a-man, but that man may not be who God wants you to be with. So you have to learn when to let it go and keep it moving and open yourself and make yourself available to the next man coming. So I already had it inside my head that I was supposed to be a wife to someone. He not right. He got to step to the side. He not right. He stepped to the side. And then my husband came.
Come on. Now, look, you said something. Hold on, girl, because you know I'm about to lose it over here. Listen, you said something. You were like, I always tell women, it's who God has put together. Let no man put asunder. And sometimes God ain't got nothing to do with putting nothing together. We put it together. And so, no, do I believe in divorce? I don't, unless you are in a physical or mental abuse type of situation. But sometimes it's because we put ourselves together, right? It's we make the choice for the mate. It's somebody we went after, we went looking for. So you was like, look, I knew these aren't the men for me. And then you said another thing. Then you took a minute. You said, look, I did not allow those relationships to stop me from being open and being vulnerable for new love.
That's correct. But see, the truth be
Good.
told is that Daniela, on my first marriage, the night before I married my son's father, my very first husband, God, as clear as day, said, I did not tell you to get into this. But if you get yourself into it, you're gonna have to get yourself out of it.
Oh my
So
God.
I was in a relationship with my son's father for 10 years, and then we got married. And we got married in December, and I had to leave by February. But clear as day, and here it is over 20 years later, God clearly said, if you get yourself into this, you're going to have to get yourself out. And the night before I married him, I kept on saying, God, how am I supposed to get out of this? I do not want to embarrass his family in this big, huge wedding we had. But he clear as day, as I sat downstairs in the basement talking with my bridesmaid, said, if you get yourself into it, you're going to have to get yourself out of it. And I always remember that to this day, that I got myself into something I wasn't supposed to. So he will give you signs. He will tell you exactly what you should not be doing. And sometimes we push ourselves to get into something because we want it so bad, knowing in our heart of hearts and in our mind, and we have every sign that we're not supposed to do it, and we do it anyway.
What? Oh my God. That right there, we just need to let that sit and marinate. Come on. How many of us can relate? We clearly heard God speak. It may not be about marriage. It may not be about business. It could just be about whatever it was. You consulted him and he said to you, not now. This is not it. It's not time. And we did it anyway. But the one thing that we know about the God we serve, he is a second and a third and a fourth chance God. Come on, y'all. Come on.
Yes, he is.
And give us an opportunity to get it right. And he didn't stop there. Then he sent you your Boaz, not a broke ass. Come on. Come on. He sent you your Boaz. Come on, let's be real. But you were open. You didn't allow this past relationship to cause you to be a woman that was vindictive, mean, what's the word? Hurt. What are some other adjectives? A woman that really embraced love again. You didn't allow it to make you become a better woman. How did you get through that process?
So the first husband was very abusive emotionally, mentally, and physically. The second husband was a Judas. He was looked good, was shiny, smelled good, was very friendly. He was total opposite of husband number one. He was affectionate and loving, and he showed me his representative that I thought that I wanted and needed. See, the way I always tell people is that God showed me what a bad husband was in number one. He showed me the potential of a good husband in number two. And then he got me prepared and broke me down, whereas I was prepared and ready for husband number three. And oftentimes we will meet a person's representative and think that that's who we're supposed to be with. And that is not always how it's supposed to be. Husband number two, I met his representative, went to church with him, loved on him, prayed on him, and we got married and did it what I thought to be the right way. But I met his representative, and there were signs that I was meeting his representative, and I ignored him. We dissolved our marriage only after 6 weeks of being married together.
Wow. But all the time, that was preparing you for your now.
It was preparing me. It was preparing me for my now. Because even though I was never in love with husband number one. I was deeply in love with husband number two. And that breaking of my spirit, that breaking me down, that teaching me how it feels to be loved is what brought me to husband number three. Whereas I learned how to reciprocate the love that I was going to receive from him. If I did not go through all of those things, I would not be who I am today. but
Come
I
on.
learned what to accept and what not to accept after husband number two. So
Yeah.
I learned how to teach people to treat me,
Come
what
on.
I'm willing and not willing to accept. Oftentimes, we as women will accept things and think that things are going to get better. But the thing is that when it comes to relationships and dealing with people in general, you have to teach people how to treat you.
Come
Because
on.
sometimes they will treat you how they treat others, and it is not acceptable to you.
Come
So
on.
therefore, I have to teach a person how to
How to
treat
treat
me, take
me.
me seriously, how to treat me. I don't owe anyone anything. But what I will tell you is that you're not going to treat me the same as you would treat someone else when it's
Come
not
on.
how I want to be treated.
That's some good. Listen, you are the professor of your life. You teach people how to treat you, honey. That's good stuff right there. You teach.
That's
We're the
right.
professor of our lives. People only do to you what you allow them to do. And I
That's
know we
right.
hear that statement all the time, but that is so, so true. You set the standard. You set the bar. Come on. You teach people how to treat you. Wow.
That's
That's
right.
some Man, cousin, this is some good stuff right here. This is so good. Okay, so let's dig a little deeper because I know we're entrepreneurs, right? You and
Yes.
I both were entrepreneurs. And listen, y'all, I was just talking to another girlfriend of mine, and I was like, man, this thing, entrepreneurship, I'm just gonna speak for a woman because as women, we have tons of responsibilities, right? We got the home, we got our own personal trying to deal with. You got the children, you got the business, and if you work in a 9 to 5 and a 5 to 9, you got that going on. Then you got, just as being a woman, you got everybody pulling, the auntie, cousin, everybody pulling from you. And then you have your wife,
Yes.
right? And so
Yes.
now let's just have some real conversation,
Okay, let's go. I'm with
how,
it.
I tell people all the time, and my husband I'm just being very transparent. How do you, and at the end of the day, two things a man wants, y'all. Let me just tell y'all, and I know I got some brothers on here. It is two things that a man desires, and I got this directly out of the mouth of a man. Men
Yes.
is sex and respect. Respect
Two
and
things.
sex in that order.
That's it.
That is what they
Yes.
desire. And so,
Yes.
as women, when we juggle so many things and we're so much to so many, because how do you, I hate using the word balance, but how do we what is the word I'm looking for? I'm trying to keep it PG-13 so Facebook don't keep me off. Listen, because you know what I want to say. So
Yes.
how do we keep the fire, the romance, giving them some every time they want it and be on fire and try to keep it interesting? Let me just go there, okay? Let's be real,
Okay.
all right?
Okay.
How?
So for me, everything is about my husband's needs. So even though I'm a boss in the streets, when
Yes,
I come home, I am his wife first.
yes,
That is my
yes,
number one priority. I could bring home all the checks and he could say, "Ooh, great job." But
yeah,
at the end of the day, I am his wife and my kid's mother first. They don't care about no checks. My husband cares about me snuggling him, rubbing his head, cooking dinner with him, doing laundry. So for me, I've been married 3 times. And this is what I tell people that is the most important thing. You
yeah,
have to learn to understand and hear your mate. So if you don't learn how to listen to them and learn how to chime into their love language, you will fail. Because
yes,
oftentimes, a lot of people, and I hate to say it like this, but I have seen some of the baddest women that have not had men. And I have seen some of the most tore down women that are ratchet that have men that don't ever leave their side.
you better
And
say that.
oftentimes people say, well, she a baddie. She look good, smell good, dry good, and she getting money. And people can't understand how Quita Girl, on the other hand, always at home, her man always there by her. She keep pushing out babies. This is the difference between the two. And we have to learn that men need attention and affection more than they need your paycheck. Because if they're
Come
real
on.
men, they're going to bring money inside the house regardless and make sure that their households are taken care of. But at the point you show that you don't need that man and you can do without him, Quita Girl need him. Like I
Come
tell
on.
my husband, I need you to shovel. I need you to help me cook dinner. I need
I
you to
need
help me
you.
do laundry.
Come on.
I need you.
I
And a
need you.
man needs to be needed. The respect part is
Yes.
showing him that he needs to be needed. The minute that you
Yes.
can do everything by yourself, you might as well be by yourself.
Cool.
So for me,
Say that again.
I
Don't rush to that. Say that again. Say that again. Say that again.
the minute that you don't need him and that you show him that you can do everything, pay the bills, cook the chicken, bake the chicken, take care of the kids and everything, there's someone else that's going to need him. And a man needs love, respect, the kitty cat, and needs to be needed. That is what
Absolutely.
is the DNA of a man. Okay,
Yes.
so that's what women have to. We all know that we can make money, we can
Hmm.
be baddies and all of that. But if you want to have the balance in your home, you better learn how to bow down. That
Come
is
on.
very, very, very important. Bow
Yeah.
down. And I bow down to my husband every day.
Come on.
So that is what is the most important thing. I
Yes.
realized that in marriage one and marriage two, that they were not worthy of me bowing down to. So
Come on.
therefore, I can't bow my head to somebody who I do not respect.
Yeah.
But
Listen,
with
I
this
tell
one,
we get so afraid of this word called submissiveness. Wait a minute, let me say what Cortez. Cortez said God didn't tell women to take all these unnecessary things outside of marriage. After marriage, wives are not required to carry on the weight of others outside of their marriage. That's a choice that wives make and want
okay,
husbands to accept that behavior. Come on. That's good stuff, Cortez. Thank you for that. I often say this. Oh, I just lost my train of thought. Come on. Come on.
it's
Wait a
okay.
minute.
It's okay.
Yeah, I'm going to get it back. I'm going to get it back. Because, see, the enemy don't want me to get this out. See, what happens is, I know, and I'm just personally saying to myself, I had these expectations of myself that I ultimately put on my husband because I thought he wanted me to be successful in the street, successful at home. But it wasn't him until we had the conversation. He was like, I need you to be my wife. I
Yeah.
need you to make sure the home is taken care of. I'm good. And what I learned about, this is what I was going to say about being submissive. Oftentimes women think when you say that S word, you done cussed. But before the Bible says that husbands, love your wife as I love the church. And when a
Right.
man loves you the way that God loves the church, you have no problem with submitting. I tell
That's
people I
right.
have no problem with submitting to my husband. I have no problem because A, he got a vision. A, he provides and he protects for his home. So I have no problem with submitting to him. And so I say this to men, you want a woman to submit, love her the way that Christ loved the church.
That's
Period.
right.
Love her, protect her, and provide for her. You'll have no problem with a woman submitting. And if she does not submit, you got to question yourself, is that my wife?
Right.
That you got to ask yourself that question. And so I love that, cousin. I mean, because when we say bow down, we don't mean like physically bowing down. We mean
Mm-hmm.
we align ourselves with his vision. We don't mind taking care of him, making sure he's good, putting his needs even sometimes before our own if
Right.
necessary. And because that's what he's going to do. He's going to make sure the home is taken care of before he takes care of himself. And
That's
so
right.
yeah, that's some good stuff. That just blessed my whole soul, and I got some conviction off that. Pray for me, okay, husband. That's why I'm getting off here in 5 minutes because it's husband's time, okay?
Yeah.
So tell me, cousin, what are you done with about you in your relationship, your marriage? What are you done with about you?
Well, the biggest thing I would say is I'm done with about to turn off my phone. That is the biggest thing for me is that my
Uh,
husband used to make complaints about me answering my phone.
yeah,
And over the course of the last year, we've seen so much going on. And my husband and I were gone away this weekend for a staycation for the holiday.
yeah,
And while we were there, before we left this morning, we talked so much about how important bonding is for us as a couple when we're having these little staycation. And we try to do at least one staycation every month together. But
yeah,
during these times, we just get to bond and talk. And we just talked about how precious time is. In reality, what a lot of people fail to realize is that when you're over 40, half of your life is gone. So whatever you decide to do your good years, a lot of them are gone. So you
Yeah.
have to make the best of the next 40 or 50 that you have. But we spend our first part of our life doing nonsense in our 20s, craziness in our 30s, and then trying to search in our 40s. At this
Mm.
point, you don't have the ability to, or
Yeah.
the time to sit up here and waste with nonsense anymore. Your
My God.
happiness, your family's happiness
Mhm.
has to be your number one priority.
Yeah.
Everything else that is what I call smoke or fuse or whatever it is, dust, should
Yeah.
not be part of your focus.
Not
You
at
have to
all.
be done with nonsense. You
Come
have to
on.
stay focused on happiness. We all can figure out something sad to be upset about or unhappy about. But
Yeah.
when you take more time and put it into making sure that everyone that you love and everyone that around you is happy, not to say that we're not going to have some bad days, but I don't let my bad moments take over my days.
Wow.
I let them come in, deal with them, address them, keep it moving.
Keep
I have a
moving.
bad moment, it's not a bad day. And
Yes.
that's what we have to move towards, is staying focused on the prize of obtaining our happiness,
Yeah.
seeking more joy, being
Yep.
more positive, giving back to people.
Mhm.
That's it right there for me.
Woo. Mic, in other words, mic drop. So it's focusing now. It's really focusing. You're done with about to wasting time on things that does not matter. To
It's
sum it up,
intentional. Everything is
intentional.
intentional. Everything
Yes.
about us has to start moving to intentional. I am intentionally working towards my happiness. I'm intentionally moving towards my joy. I am intentionally
Yes.
fulfilling my purpose and my destiny. I'm intentionally
Yeah.
moving my family forward. I'm intentionally
Yes.
changing my finances. I am intentionally seeking a spouse that is going to help to work and bring my love and my happiness out. Be
Yes.
intentional about the things you want. And what I used to do is I write down all the things that I want, and every day I focus towards getting them. Be intentional about the purpose and the things that you wish to have inside your life.
Come on. Wow. Oh my God. This has been so amazing. This has been so, listen, listen. Being intentional about life.
Yes.
Lenore, this week, this last couple of weeks has been so challenging. And,
Yes.
just spending time, my dad was in the hospital, and I saw how life could shift in a matter of seconds, moments.
Yes.
The things
Yes.
I said to my husband today, I said, it's things that we take for granted that somebody else is praying for, is
Yes.
crying for, is willing to give their life for. The things that we are enjoying, the things that we take for granted, breath, tasting our food, smelling, being able to, there are so many
Yes.
things that's why you don't have time to focus on the things that doesn't matter. You don't have time to be connecting with people that don't add value to your life. You just don't have time for that anymore. Because I seen that this past week, how life can shift. You in one space 1 minute, and the next minute listen, y'all. I'm just telling
That's
you.
right.
So you got to be done with about to in every area of your life. Stop saying what you're going to start doing and start doing it. Stop saying I'm about to and get it done. Stop procrastinating, diminishing your life, shrinking to make other people feel comfortable. Stop.
That's
Stop.
right.
You don't have time for that. So, cousin, man, this right here, I want to go like a whole hour, but she just checked me, and I need to get downstairs with my husband. Okay. So, cousin, I so appreciate. Is there any closing remarks that you want to say to our audience?
Yes, the last thing that I want to say to you guys is, like as Daniela said, life is very short. Over this last year, both of my parents got diagnosed. My dad and his wife both got diagnosed with cancer. And I've taken off the last 6 months, and a lot of people have said, you've taken off 6 months off of work. And the reason that I took off 6 months is because I needed to be more intentional, more focused on my family. It's very good for us to work and to want to make money. But I always tell people, would your grandparents be proud of the person you are today? Not because you've excelled and you've made a lot of money, but genuinely the person that you've become. I
Yeah.
want everyone, and I challenge everyone that's on here tonight, is to refocus being with your family, because
Yeah.
our loved ones will not be with us forever. And over these last 6 months, I have focused on my family. I've taken numerous trips with both my children, my husband, and my family as a whole. And I'm making sure that I be more intentional about being very attentive to them. So it's wonderful that we work, we're entrepreneurs, we make money, but at the end of the day, when all is said and done, no one will remember how much money you made. They will
Come on.
only remember the type of person that you are and how you impacted their lives. So I ask that everybody stop about to do anything that you're doing and just do it.
On that note, may the Lord watch. No. Listen, because that was so good. That was so good. Can I just say thank you, my love?
You are
Thank
so
you
welcome.
for kicking off this amazing Girl, I'm Done With About To series. I appreciate you, your wisdom, your knowledge. She's the expert because of her experience. This wisdom came because she's experienced so many things in life. And thank you for your transparency. We need
Absolutely.
that so much more in this entrepreneur journey, period, in this spiritual journey. We're real people with real issues, with real problems, and real success, And so, thank you for your transparency. Thank you for kicking this show off. Listen, y'all, we're about to get up out of here. Every Sunday at 8 p.m., you can expect, girl, I'm done with About To. The whole entire month of February, you do not want to miss. We're going to have some other amazing guests. I mean, it's going to be the real conversation. 30 minutes from 8 to 8:30, you will see us same time, same place, same station. You can catch us live, 8 p.m. Cousin, I love you. Listen, Lenore Sherman, come on, y'all. I need y'all to give me the applause hands inside these comments. Let her know that she really she did it for us tonight. Cousin, I love you. I appreciate you. And thank
You're
you
welcome.
so much. Until next time, guys, it's your girl, Daniella Coffey. I am your spiritual strategist and the proud founder of Women of Faith Entrepreneurs Network, where we are teaching women globally how to build their business around their faith, not their faith around their business. We on the move, y'all. Girl, I'm done with About To. See you guys next time. Have an
Bye bye.
amazing